Good morning, Tri-C Elementary. This is Mrs. Vorby, and today is Tuesday, May 12th. I'm going to start by reading our June birthdays. So happy birthday, Noble Niece, Thomas Suits, Adam Williams, Jansen DeVivo, Catherine Fozzard, Harper McCann, Declan Murray, Aiden Fuchs, Ethan Shelby, Jonah Woodall, Addison Woods, Knox Hope, Cameron McClellan, Evie Sparks, Ariana Belk, Brennan Belk, Archer Coffey, Isaiah Seaver, Wyatt Merrill, Brandon Ruiz, Walter Needs, Kylan Drawdy, Avery Rimini, Zoe Stanton, Kyler Mezzo, Charlie Swink, Paisley Jones, Kennedy Williams, Sullivan Misselhorn, Reed Satterley, Avery Seaman, Avery Chasteen, Emerson Dixon, Liam Etchen, Kaylee Din, Zoe Getting, Scarlett Henshaw, Chase Combs, Bryson Anderson, Alina Booker, Karina Boatshow, Finn Castro, Max Silva, Liam Baumforth, Sally Brown, Sophie Hornick, Kinley Silva, Victoria Stewart, Kyle Collins, Anna Conder, Skyla Flores, Madeline Davis, Chloe Martin, Grace Bell, and Greenlee's Alaska. Also, happy birthday to our faculty and staff, Mike Hearn, Kim Swallers, Tracy Mills, Beth Henry, Alicia Carrionis, Christy Beers, and Carrie Hunter. Tomorrow, I will read our July birthdays. It's time for a moment of silence, so if you would, please join me. Thank you. All right, on this day in history, May 12th, 1820, one of the most famous nurses was born. Her name was Florence Nightingale. Florence was named after the town she was born in, Florence, Italy. The Nightingales were a wealthy, high society family from England. When she told her family that she wanted to become a nurse, her parents were not happy with her. She was supposed to grow up, get married, host parties, attend balls, go to operas, not work in dirty hospitals taking care of sick people. But she ended up following her dreams anyway, and during her early nursing years, England joined a war, and Miss Nightingale was asked to gather some nurses and take these nurses to the war hospital over where the war was taking place. So she gathered nurses to go take care of the wounded soldiers. While there, she became known as the Lady with the Lamp, because late at night she would continue to make her rounds checking on the soldiers with only a small candle lamp. While there, she noticed how dirty the war hospital was. She had her nurses begin cleaning the hospitals from top to bottom and insisting that people practice good hand washing to prevent the spread of germs. Because of the hygiene practices keeping everything so clean, they started noticing that the patients were not as sick and they would get healthy a lot quicker. And back in England, people started hearing about her. They started talking about her, telling how wonderful, what a wonderful nurse she was and how she was changing the entire nursing profession. After the war, she went back to England and opened a nursing school. The nurses that went to her school were called Nightingales. When her Nightingales finished nursing school, they were sent all over the world to teach other nurses. And still today, when nurses finish nursing school, they take a pledge to be a good nurse called the Nightingale Pledge. And on Florence Nightingale's birthday, every year worldwide, nurses celebrate International Nurses Day. So to all of our nurses out there, thank you for all that you are doing, and happy International Nurses Day to you. That's all I have for announcements. Turning it over to you, Mr. Owens.
Good morning, Tri-C Elementary. We will start today with our teacher trivia. The question from yesterday was, what current Tri-C Elementary teacher is part Cherokee along with her two sons? Here's your answer. All right, if you couldn't read that, those were the names of Mrs. Knight in kindergarten, her sons, Caleb and Austin, and they are part Cherokee. Mrs. Knight is a native of Oklahoma, and we had multiple answers on Facebook and online yesterday, and our winner is Deacon Hoopy. Deacon's dad submitted his name on the Facebook post. Congratulations, Deacon. Here is our question for today. There's a lot of parts of this one, so pay attention. What Tri-C Elementary teacher formerly had Mrs. Gerald's and Mrs. Howell as a student, and also long ago was scheduled to have me as her student teacher until she took a different teaching assignment within the building. So she had Mrs. Gerald's and Mrs. Howell as a teacher, and she was also scheduled to have me as a student teacher, but then took a different teaching position still at Tri-C Elementary. So you might have to put your thinking cap on and ask some people if they know who that teacher could be. All right, joining the Book of Success was Camden Schulda, Olivia Davis, and Gianna Bernacci from Mrs. Hale's class. Keep up the great work on your reading. Graydon Adams in Mrs. Lay's room has been working on his reading and math assignments. He's also built some awesome things with Legos. Congratulations, Graydon. And finally, in Mrs. Cook's class, she Zoomed with her class one final time last night. Madalena Castillo, Grayson Kirschbaum, Kylie Kraft, Max Rhodes, Owen Livingston, Aaliyah Wade, Gael Otieno, Harper McCann, and Zenon Spencer joined her. Thank you for taking the time to share your favorite things about kindergarten and ask questions about first grade. Great job, boys and girls, and Mrs. Cook. Parents, yesterday we sent out a video tutorial on our curbside pickup on May 18th. If you'll take a look at that video that was sent out to follow the traffic patterns and the directions for our curbside pickup, remember, if you're picking up multiple bags, please communicate that with your child's teacher, and we'll have all the bags at the correct side of the building at the correct time for you to pick up all in one swoop. If you can't make it on the 18th, we'll have directions following the 18th on how you can pick up those items at future times and dates. So stay tuned for that information, but our initial pickup day will be on the 18th, followed by a rain date if necessary on the 19th, and we'll keep you posted on returning those items to your students or your children. And also we'll be collecting student items that day, so please look for library books or any items that might belong to a teacher that are at home. Our teachers have a list of library books that are checked out in their classroom. Some are still at school that they will return to the library, and then some of them might be at home. So you might be receiving a message to make sure you find that library book so it is not overdue. That's all we have for announcements. We'll see you back tomorrow on Wednesday. Have a great day.